He is a man from Bangladesh whose favorite pastime was dancing madly on people's ribs until the blood started pouring from his mouth. A body drenched in a stream of blood, bathed in milk after each infernal murder. His name was Ershad Shikder. He is one of the top 10 most evil serial killers in the world's history, the terrible godfather of crime gangs in Bangladesh. He used to dance on the chest of his victim until they blended with earth for entertainment. He used to feed his beloved pet magur fish with raw human flesh that was dripped in blood. Ershad Shikder was the most murderous psychopath Bangladesh has ever come across. There is no gruesome crime a man can commit that he has not committed. From torture, murder, robbery, to abduction and rape, even his own daughter is a victim of his lustful crimes. Ershad Shikder sometimes resorted to methods of murder that would make anyone shudder. Hello, this is Farzana Yasmin Ananna, and you're watching True Crime with Ananna. His father was a poor servant who died at a young age. After his father's death, his mother took charge of the family. He used to pass the time by working in other people's houses as a household servant. Ershad was a handsome man. He left his village to work as a luggage boy in an area of Bengal called the Eastern Jahanabad. Along with this job, he also started stealing small things. His employer, Anju, forced him into homosexuality every night. Later, by using this, Ershad got involved in criminal activities like stealing fish from trawlers, robbery, stealing wheat, stealing oil from ships. Ershad wasn't satisfied even though he stole millions of rupees, fish, wheat, and oil. Around 1976 to 77, Ershad started robbing with his new partner, Ramda. Several notorious companions also joined him. Godfather Ershad led a circle of criminals who stole goods from barges and threw them into the river, stole railway sleepers and wood, broke railway wagons, extorted trawlers, and this way slowly started to gain power. When people spoke out against Ershad gang, they were fed to his magur fish. Ershad used to throw the bodies of his victim mercilessly into the river Voirab. Ershad Shikder didn't even know for sure how many fathers of children, husbands of young women, and children of mothers had drowned in this river. Ershad's most primitive and terrible method of killing was to chop up the human body in pieces and feed those body pieces to his magur fish. This godfather even created an entire world to feed his murderous desires. He used to throw living people into his pond of large African magur fish, which then took no longer than 5 minutes to eat them alive. Ershad Shikder's ice mill was a notorious place of execution. Ershad used to freeze people's heart by cooling them down like Hitler's gas chamber. What cruel screams the helpless people made as they stumbled towards their deaths. The more gruesome the death festival, the more joy Ershad had in his eyes. The time was 1982. One Ershad was the king of murder, Coincidentally, another Ershad was the king of the country. Ershad Shikder joins politics to increase the scope of his power, building a slum of about 60,000 people by occupying the railway side, bank side, airplane side, people who became Ershad's direct and indirect accomplices in his daily crimes. Ershad had a weird desire to become a movie actor in real life. That's why he himself wanted to play a villain character at least once in the movie. Ershad paid almost 2.5 million rupees to the director to take him as the villain in a movie. But such a big villain doesn't really need the help of the movie. Even there is no chance, his killing continues. Whether friend or foe, Ershad spared no one. He killed family and friends who used to regularly visit his house, because Ershad suspected that they might be having a secret affair with his wife. In this case, the most unfortunate person is named Akimul, a telephone operator officer. One night, while turning the dial of the telephone, he accidentally called Ershad's house. Where else to go? Akimul was also sent to the river Foiro for the crime of talking over the phone with Ershad's wife Khadija. The most talked about murder of Ershad Shikder's criminal life was the murder of political leader Khalid. The serial killer was arrested in the case of this murder. One night in 1999, Ershad drags Khalid and starts hitting him on the head, hit after hit. Bloodthirst is at its peak. Ershad jumped on his chest. He broke the ribs of his chest by leaping on it continuously. Khalid fell to his death. Ershad is no longer safe from his journey. A case was filed against him. Ershad was staying at his residence. At the time, the news comes that the police will come to arrest him. Ershad wanted to run away, but he changed his mind. He wanted to show everyone the strength of his power. After saying goodbye to everyone, he got into the police van himself. On April 30th, 2000, Ershad Shikder was sentenced to death. On May 10, 2004, at 12 p.m., the hanging of this murderer, who is notorious in the history of the country, was executed. Ershad slowly moved towards death. All his crimes were left behind. A fake grave to hide in when the police came, the house where his enemies were hanged. Before his execution, he sang his own song, "I will die, I will leave this earth and leave everything behind."